you to know that I don't want to be without your love. I don't want to be without your love. I just want you to know that I don't want to be without your love. I don't want to be without your love.
What's going on, good people? Nigel Maestro here. Yo, listen, so how y'all doing, first of all? Y'all doing all right? Y'all talk to me, man. I see the comments coming in, and I'm just, I'm here, man, trying to share my heart with y'all and share some great music. I got a special guest with me. Um, what's going on, Gordon? My guy, Karen Murdoch, is in the building. I tried to get Chris. He is working. He's um he's making that moolah. Brett, what's going on, baby? So yeah, so unless you are living under a rock or in your closet in the dark and have no phone, no cell phone service, not watching any TV or anything, so you know what's going on in the world. And Keith, appreciate that. So I have some amazing friends and I call them family. They're my brothers, brothers from another mother's. They've been inspired. I've been inspired too, and we've written, do our part in the world to bring awareness to what's going on and how wrong it is, and also encouragement to people that's going through this pandemic and um, not just medically, but just from the fact of being, born a certain color. It's all a pandemic. So yeah, man. So without further ado, I want to introduce y'all to my friend Carrie Murdoch, and he's on. What's up, Carrie?
Hey Nigel, thanks for having me on today.
Yeah, man. So I know Carrie, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself and um, who he is and what he does and um, kind of what inspired him to write this song that y'all are about to hear. So take it away, Karen.
Well, thanks again for having me here today. Basically, I'm just a Carolina, Georgia boy, guy. Grew up around Augusta, Georgia, and been a songwriter for a while. And proud to be where I'm from. And anyhow, but a lot's been going on for a long time, and um, you know, when horrible things happen to Americans and to people in our state, uh, that I think inaction is just as much of a sin, or it is a sin, just anyone to sit on the sidelines and just not call a spade. And so, when the Ahmaud Arbery video came out a month ago, basically, it's like I really couldn't sleep, and I had a pit in my stomach, and um, just trying to process, how does that square with, the faith that I was raised on, the people that I went to church with growing up. Why is not everybody else upset? Why are people still talking about what they're eating on Facebook? It just didn't make sense to me. And so I, to try and process this and work myself out of inaction, I didn't sit down to write a song, but I ended up writing a song. And working through the song and through the video that I put together, then the whole thing with Breonna Taylor happened. And then literally as I was finishing up the video and putting the song out on Spotify, we had the white woman in Central Park going crazy at the bird watcher, and then George Floyd was murdered in Minneapolis. And it's just like, it's been enough is enough for the whole American history, but for 2020 it's just too much. And so that's why I wrote the song.
When you hit me up about the song, for those, and that's why I want to have you on the show too, is just because you not only being moved, by and being aware of the situation and what's going on. You hit me up. He's like, "Hey man, I want to send you these lyrics, and just to make sure I'm coming. You coming from a right place." Which that means a lot because I know your heart. We've been brothers now. What, going 12, 13 years almost.
Yeah,
So I know there's not a hate, hate drop of blood, flowing through your veins. But just to have that consciousness to say, hey, you want to say something, but say it the right way, and make it come across, but also still calling out, the wrongdoing. And then just after the song was done, me telling you how good it is, and then you made the statement that you are, which again I know you apologize. I'm not holding you accountable, but at the same time, you was like, "I'm sorry, I wasn't more aware." Later, or earlier than now, and then that's a lot of times, and I told you a lot of us, being born black and growing up black, especially all of us that's, I would say, 30 and older, we've experienced some form of prejudice and racism, like directly
right.
towards us, and it's just become a thing where I wouldn't say we've become numb, but we like expect it to happen at some point or another. Not that we go around saying, thinking, every white person is bad, but it's this you don't know, so you
Yeah.
have to approach, every situation, meeting a new person, especially a new white person. It's like, um, I don't I don't hate them and I don't have anything and they don't know me. So I have to, especially as a black man, especially as I'm on the smaller side, but I can imagine bigger black men, um, more muscular and just taller and bigger, you know, somebody that is prejudiced against them, um, may be intimidated already. So we have to come with a timid kind of hard and not be so aggressive so that, they don't get scared, so to speak, which is even just talking about it, it's like, wow, and it's just these
Right.
things that, just a regular, I say, quote unquote, regular white person, just they don't have to consciously think about that. When they meet somebody, it's like, hey, do I look aggressive? Do I sound aggressive? Am I, will they be fearful of me? And so, it's just these things, these talks that need to happen more often from not just people of color, because I think every time if a black person says Black Lives Matter, or if they say this is injustice, or something needs to be done, a lot of people, they are quick to say, well, slavery isn't here anymore, and racism doesn't exist. It's like it's certain people, and it's like, no, like you blatantly see somebody. I think my friend Deuce posted. He's like, racism isn't getting worse in America. It's just getting filmed more, and that's bringing more awareness to people. Like yourself. Like I know you weren't oblivious. I do know that, but it's just if you're not in those situations, you're not in those situations. You don't know. And then, but now a lot of people, especially the younger community, I say in the 20s, and younger, where, they think everything's good because they go to interracial schools, integrated schools, work, with people of all colors in their jobs. So they're like, oh, everything's good. And then now they starting to see all this stuff being televised and on social media. And now they're becoming more aware of it. It's like, oh man, where is this coming from? And then now they're having a conversation. Well, this has been going on. It's just now people are getting caught doing it in broad daylight. And I think this last incident is that it happened in broad daylight. Again, what's been happening, but then more so the heartbreaking is that you could see the non-care in that officer's face of another human being, whereas in people may, they're still trying to argue about the Ahmaud situations, like he attacked them, they were struggling, they had to fight for his life, blah, blah, blah. But then you have a situation, like Minneapolis, and it's like, where was the struggle? Where was the fight? He literally was, calling for his mom. And so yeah, but again, the song moved me, and I want everybody else to hear the song. I need y'all to share this with everybody, anybody especially people of power, that it can go. And it's called Forget Making America Great. Yeah, man, y'all just got to hear it, man. It's powerful. Listen to the words. The visuals are just as powerful as the words. And again, Carrie, did you want to say anything else about it before we play?
No, I think we can just listen to it.
All right. World premiere of Making America Great. Carrie Murdoch.
We've come so far, not far enough. From slave ships to 3/5 to sharing stuff. And Granddad's days, strange fruit hung from the trees. 3 lifetimes later, still gunning down in the street. MLK and LBJ.
All right.
From Selma Shore,
You got the audio on the
we've come
screen.
a long, long way. But the outside air is troubling me. There's still a strange stench
So I'm not live
on the
anymore.
breeze.
All right.
Forget making America great. We're all damned today if we don't see that we're the ones that can make things change. Forget making America great. I'll start with myself today.
I'm gonna tell them there's an African American man threatening my life. Where was justice before the video? You thought he looked suspicious, so you took off with his shotgun and 357 in hot pursuit. He was just running through your neighborhood. Only real crime was running wild black. Shout your citizen's arrest.
Sorry about that, y'all. I'm gonna play it again. I'm still trying to get used to this whole setup and stuff, so I'm playing it again with no interruptions because I was talking and we could hear it. But yeah, forget making America great. Carrie Murdoch. Y'all listen, share with everybody. Yeah, peace.
We've come so far, but not far enough. From slave ships, 3/5 to sharing stuff. In Granddad's day, strange fruit hung from the trees. 3 lifetimes later, still gunned down in the street. MLK and LBJ from Selma Shore, we've come a long, long way. But the outside air is troubling me. There's still a strange stench on the breeze. Forget making America great. We're all damned today if we don't see that we're the ones that can make things change. Forget making America great. I'll start with myself today.
I'm gonna tell them there's an African American man threatening my life.
Where was justice before the video? You thought he looked suspicious, so you took off with his shotgun and 357 in hot pursuit. He was just running through your neighborhood. Only real crime was running wild black. Shout your citizen's arrest, and an innocent man goes down in a shotgun blast. There's not good people on both sides. No Jesus who condones the acts or inaction of those who think he's white. And there's no hope for us if your quote open mind could sleep at night and say this man deserved to die. Forget making America great. We're all damned today if we can't see that we're the ones that can make things change. Forget making America great. I'll start with myself today. The arc of the universe bends toward justice, but only if we bend it. How do we set our nation on a different course? You'd think it would take an awful lot of force, but you just find someone that doesn't love or look like you, and do the work of knowing them and question everything you thought was true. Forget making America great. We're all damned
what do you
today
want? I can breathe.
if we don't
Please,
see
in the name of the-
that one by
I can breathe here.
one we can be the one that make things change. Forget making America great and start with yourself today. And I'll start with myself today.
All right. So that was my guy, Carrie Murdoch, with Forget Making America Great. So, yeah, very powerful inspiration and words and encouragement, saying, yeah, look in the mirror basically and start with yourself. And we start with ourselves, and could change starts from within before it's external. So yeah, man. My next song, I am going to play. Try to get my guy Chris Parker. He wrote this song called "Heal the Land," and y'all know the scripture. If my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves, repent, and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear their cry, acknowledge them, and come heal the land. I'll come heal their land. And that's my prayer, man, is that God just comes and heals our land and take mercy on. I hope he doesn't wipe all of us out. Just I'm done with America, throw it all in the trash. And that he sees some of us that's not like Sodom and Gomorrah. And if there's just one, like Lot, will you save us? And so I don't believe everybody's crooked. I believe we have a lot of great people, white and black, Asian, Hispanic. I was gonna say Spanish, Hispanic. Across this whole world. So we just all got to come together. So heal the land, Chris Parker. Y'all enjoy.
If my people who are called by my name would humble themselves and pray, and if my people who are called by my name would seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven. I will forgive their sins and I will heal. I'll heal their land. Oh, heal the land. And if my people who are called by my name would humble themselves and pray, my people who are called by my name would seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven. I will forgive their sins and I will heal. I will heal the land.
So yeah, that was Heal the Land by my guy, my brother, Chris Parker. Y'all share that. It's on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. The song I played before that, Carrie Murdoch, Forget Making America Great. I think his is actually on Apple Music and Spotify as well. So it's on YouTube and here on Facebook. So yeah. Last but not least, I wrote a song with my guy Keith K. Zara and my guy Claude Deuce, and it is called Without Your Love. And I want to dedicate this to the Aubrey family, the Taylor family, and the Floyd family, and all the families out here that's struggling and that's hurting. And you need love, and y'all are missing your loved ones. I wrote this song. Number one, I can't be without God's love, and I definitely embodied and thought about my granny, she was still is a huge inspiration in my life. Can't be without her love, God's love, and anybody else that you need, my family, my girls, all three of them, my wife and kids, and, my family, my mom, my dad, my sisters. It's just these people that you need their love, you need their friendship, you need the companionship. And so we're still here. We're still privileged to have these relationships while the Floyd family, the Taylor family, and the Aubrey family, they don't have that privilege anymore. It was taken from them. And so Without Your Love it's an anthem that we all can share, that we all can live from, learn from. And hopefully one day this whole world we can just love one another, Dr. King's dream, like we're reaching, we're almost there. We just need to get over these next hurdles, get over these mindsets, and just tear them down, and then we'll be there. We've come so far, but we still got a while to go. So, yeah. Without Your Love, y'all enjoy. Yeah, I'm like a laundromat with a bachelor folding clothes for solo. I'm all alone, Ralph Lauren, imagine only a horse on polo. The man in me is refusing to play. I'm like the moon with no sun. It's no fun playing in these waves or beach combing. No home, I keep roaming. I keep hoping that I see you in the bleachers. But all I see is students and teachers staring, judging, looking through a hologram. Matter of fact, invisible, Kevin Bacon, hollow man. You try to see me without these paper shades, the eclipse. Your love is the sun behind me, North Star, I'm the ship. My compass, navigating through the storm. Without you, I'll be lost. There's a reason that I can be free, cause you paid the cost. My future, it's already paid for. I'm tired of being independent, just sign me into your major. Label me endangered species, I'm losing it all. No rhythm, no beat, my heart stalls. EKG, no electricity, I can't breathe.
In my heart you stay. You never go away. No, I need you. Be so lost without you.
I just want you to know that
I just want you to know
I don't want to be without your love.
I can't do this by myself. I need you. I don't
want to be without your love.
don't wanna be. Yeah.
They probably laugh. Truth is, with no you, no polygraph. Without your love's degree, tell me what's the subject. It's probably math. My soul is a fraction, they don't know the half. Just the monsters mash. No Thriller, no Jackson, no Screamers, Inception. No MLK, no Dreamers, no Creamers, decaffeinated. While a storm is brewing on the inside. But you got that venti double espresso, you are my tie. Your love, connection speeds at 5G with no Wi-Fi. Turn me up.
In my heart you stay. You never go away. No. I need you. Be so lost without you.
I just want you to know that
I just want you to
I
know.
don't want to be without your love.
Yeah, I can't do this by myself. I need you. I don't wanna be.
I don't want to be without your love.
I just want you to
I
know
just want you to know
that I don't wanna be without your love.
I don't want to be without your love.
It's not the same unless I'm with you. If you're not there, don't know what I'll do.
I don't want to be without your love.
Oh, I will not survive without your love.
Yo, so that was Without Your Love by yours truly, Nigel Lawrence. Check it out on all digital streaming platforms. Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Google. And yeah, so I'm gonna leave y'all with an encouragement video. Don't quit, don't give up. We're gonna make it through this, all right?
To anyone out there that's listening, that's started to go down in that hole, trapped in the chains of depression or addiction or rage.
You're going through a tough time. Maybe you're walking through real depression. Maybe you are in a valley today that you've experienced the worst failure of your life and you are on the verge of giving up. Maybe you're here today and your marriage is on the rocks. Maybe you're here today and you're dealing with anxiety on a daily basis.
You know what it's like to be in a lonely, dark place. You know what it's like to want to quit. You know what it's like when the pressure's overwhelming, when people expect your best, but you're at your worst.
That is a moment of choice. That is a moment of decision.
What will your response be? Are you gonna sit back or are you gonna step up? Adversity creates the perfect moment for audacity. It's in your adversity, the thing that comes out of you is what defines you. When life is squeezing you and pressure is on you, what's really inside of you? See, there's some people in this room right now that you need to hear this loud and clear. You need to get this in your spirit, because I don't know what you're walking through, but some of you right now, you are in a tough season. An event has happened and something's happened and maybe you have failed. But I want to remind you that failure is not final, it's formative. It is part of the process. It's part of the journey. Your failure matters as much as your success. How do you think you're gonna grow if you don't ever fail? Yet some of you have failed and you have decided, well, guess what? I'm a failure. No, failure is an event. It is never a person. Just because you failed doesn't mean that you're a failure. In fact, failure is actually fuel for your future. The way that you grow, the way that you advance, you have to fail in order to succeed. The darker the night, the brighter the morning. This too shall pass. You're gonna get through this thing. You might not be in control of the storm, but you can have the courage to face the storm, to say, I'm not gonna back down, I'm not gonna run away, I'm gonna walk through this thing because I believe this thing is leading me to another miracle.
You see, the fight's not over if you've been knocked down. It's only over if you quit. If you make the decision to get up one more time, I'm telling you, you will win the fight.